Everyone's like, oh,
shoot.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to EAA. As always, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching. If you guys follow me on Instagram, if you follow the channel, hopefully you follow both, you will know that I have had not one, but two car fires within a week's time. The first one was the Shelby Cobra. I pulled it out of the shop one day, had it running, walked out, noticed an excessive amount of smoke coming from the car, which obviously is not a good thing. Realized that I had a fire under the hood. I was able to get the fire out without any permanent damage to the car. Luckily, got the car over here to the workshop, and it ended up being an electrical fire. Something shorted out. Obviously, a fuse did not pop or something didn't work correctly, but everything is fixed. The car is back to normal. The only reason it is still over here at the workshop is because there's an exhaust leak that Eddie wants to get taken care of while it's here, and then it's going to go back over to the toy shop. So the next car fire was my Pantera. Less than a week later, I had actually taken the car out and driven it. I came back, I parked it off to the side because I was going to move some cars around, and went to start it. It wouldn't start. I tried several times to get to start, couldn't figure out what was going on, let it sit for a few minutes, tried again, still wouldn't start. So I actually got a little frustrated with it, and I actually had texted Eddie saying that the Pantera wouldn't start. Could he come over and take a look at it? I got out and realized that I had flames shooting out of the carburetor about this high. So I was able to get the fire out. Again, no major damage, a little bubbling to the paint that only I'm probably going to notice, but still not sure what happened at that time. After looking at it and after figuring it out, I think I figured out what the problem was. So I believe the problem is that the car backfired through the carburetor, and it had one of these air cleaners on it. Now I don't have the top, but it actually has a wire mesh on it, and then it has a foam element inside, and it covers the entire carburetor. These are known for catching fire very, very easily, and this one certainly did. You can see like the little foam bits there that are left, the remnants and everything like that. So it caught fire very quickly. I was able to get the fire out again pretty quickly without too much damage to the motor. I had to use water. I was a little afraid that water got down the carburetor, but Eddie checked all the cylinders, no water in the cylinders. So had to tow the vehicle over here to the workshop, 2 tows in less than a week. I'm back to getting vehicles towed again. So the vehicle is here right now, and I think we're gonna go a little bit of a different route than what we had before. Now, as you guys can see, I'm a pretty big fan of Edelbrock carburetors. A lot of vehicles that I've had came with Holleys initially, and I ended up switching over to Edelbrocks. Edelbrocks don't make as much power. Holleys seem to make more power, but Edelbrocks are pretty much tuned. You tune them once and they're done. You don't have to worry about them. So I've done a lot of switching from Holleys to Edelbrocks and gotten rid of the Holleys over the years. But the Holley that came on the Pantera, I ended up keeping. So I think the plan is for this bad boy is we're going to go ahead and rebuild, I should say Eddie's going to go ahead and rebuild the Holley carburetor, stick it back on here. We've got a new distributor coming for it, so really get the car tuned in nice. I've talked about this before. This car always had a little bit of a flat spot either around mid-range or upper RPM. It wasn't horrible. It was still drivable, still made really good power and moved really well, but still there was that little funk there. Now when I first got this thing with the Holley on it, it really fell flat. It didn't want to idle. It just didn't want to run that good, but we're thinking it's because of the carburetor needs to be rebuilt. Now the Holley is a double pumper, whereas the Edelbrock wasn't, so we're going to get more fuel in here, so the car should make more power. It did make more power when I initially got and had the Holley on it, but it just ran a little smoother with the Edelbrock. But after this experience with Edelbrock, I'm just inclined to go back to the Holley, even if it needs more fine tuning, more tweaking. I'm okay with that, just to get this car running exactly the way it should. So hopefully this car will be back up and running within the next couple of weeks. Now you guys may remember a few videos back I did talk about a new vehicle that I had bought out of state and was waiting on delivery of the vehicle. That was it was over a month ago that I bought the vehicle. Vehicle's still not here. The shipping company, I don't know what's going on with them, considering that the vehicle is only about a 3.5–4 hour drive away. Had I known it was going to take this long, I would have just went over and got the vehicle myself and brought it back. But I kept thinking everything was going to work out, but it has just been kind of drug out for some reason. And it's actually been, I went on U-Ship, and did this, and it's actually been, it'll be a month. Well, by the time this video goes live, it'll have been a month that the company accepted the contract to ship the vehicle over, and still no vehicle. There's just been excuses and things like that, so I'm not very happy with this particular company right now, not very happy with the whole situation. Vehicle is supposed to be here next week. Hopefully by the time this video goes live, the vehicle will be here and I will have it in my possession, and hopefully the vehicle will be in good shape, everything will be good, and the company can salvage a little bit of their reputation. But right now I'm not very happy, as you can probably understand. But like I said, we'll see. I'm trying to be patient and understanding here, so we'll see what happens. I'm still not going to tell you guys what the vehicle is. We're just going to wait till it shows up, and I'll do a quick video on it, and then we're going to do a more in-depth video on it down the road. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that vehicle being here. It's kind of one of those situations where it's like I almost forgot that I bought the thing, so that's never a good thing, but hopefully. But there is a new vehicle. Now, I am staying in front of a 2005 Ford 500. This is going to be a new daily driver for me. I'm going to do a video on this car in particular, and I'm going to talk about why I bought it, what my plans are with the Buick that is my current daily driver, and go from there. But that's another video. Really, I just wanted to do this one and catch you guys up to date on everything that's going on in the shop, the car fire situation, and just where everything was at. I am also still waiting on the Jag to come back from Cruise Lucas. A little surprised it's not done yet, but I do know when I talked to them about 2 weeks ago, they said they were still waiting on one part that they needed before they could put everything back together. I do realize it's a big job, taking the motor and transmission out, taking everything apart, then rebuilding the transmission, buttoning everything back up and putting it all back in. And when you're waiting for a part, I mean, you're only as good as your vendors and people you rely on, so I do understand that. But I really had thought the car would be back by now. I really thought I'd be driving it and enjoying it, but again, waiting patiently. So really that's the news. It is news right now. I know not a lot going on, but enough to catch you guys up on. So if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Definitely comment if you have a comment. I would love to hear from you. Definitely share the channel with like-minded people. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel. As always, in the description, my P.O. box and Instagram is going to be there. And yeah, with that, God bless, take care, have an absolutely amazing day.